G'day guys, hope you guys are having a great day so far. I am Josh, and it's going to be my new series about, oh, I'm not sure what to call it, okay? Maybe call it financial basics, I guess. Keep it basic. Financial fruits, I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of a name, okay? I'm trying to think of a name, but either way, we call it financial basics with Josh, okay? So basically, a comment on the previous video on one of my Lost Ark videos after I said I'm a financial advisor was talking about the MMOs and what makes them fun. And someone says, do you have a secret financial advice channel? And I'm like, no, I do not. Okay, I do not actually. This is my only YouTube channel, and that's pretty much it. So pretty much the first things I want to talk about with financial planning and stuff like that as well is what is financial planning? Okay, that's probably the most important part, okay? So my job as a financial advisor is to basically recommend people to do certain things and to invest in certain investments, to plan their wills and other documents and stuff like that, plan their retirement as well, their retirement products in various different areas and stuff like that as well, to make sure that they can get to their goals. Everyone's goals is different. This is why I really can't do a financial advice channel to everyone, is because everybody is different. Now, some people may be happy with just living in a cottage out in a farm somewhere in the country. Some people want a penthouse in the city. And those are the things that I have to deal with, basically, as well. Like, people want to live in a penthouse in the city, may not be able to achieve it, and vice versa. Not that it's bad to deal with, it's just showing that, the different aspects of your financial position. Now, the first thing, as I said, that's what I do as a financial job as an advisor, is try to get those people to those goals as best as I can within their realm of possibility. Because at the same time, you've got to realize that, you can't put a person who's anxious about literally if anything falls over in their house, you can't put them into a super risky product, because they're going to be calling you every day, saying the market's gone down and stuff like that. And as a financial advisor, you want to make sure that they sleep well at night, okay? Because if they don't, then A, they're worrying. B, they're going to be wasting your time and their time at the end of the day, worrying about it. Now, I'm not saying this is bad. It's okay to be worrying about the market. But if you put them in a product that's really risky and really volatile, you're going to get those calls. And eventually, sometimes they get used to it, and sometimes they don't. So those are the sort of things that I have to look at as a financial advisor. Now, for example, as well, I do have to look at tax strategies as well, to ways to reduce tax. There are a lot of easy ways to reduce tax. However, they come with some consequences as well. I can only advise in the Australian financial system with personal advice, just an FYI. I'm licensed by Symmetry Group. And that's all I can do basically in the Australian space. But I can give general pointers and general tips, and they'll have disclaimers at the start of the video always to tell you this is general advice. This may not apply to you, and you may want to verify it with your own financial advisor, or verify it by doing your own research as well, because I can tell you right now that many people can't get financial advisors because they're realistically only got like 40 grand or 30 grand savings, and it's not worth advising on that. You can actually do it yourself and probably do a similar or even better, not even better job than an advisor, but a similar job compared to having an advisor. So my job as financial planner, what I've got to do is I've got to do like kind of a emotional, indication by just getting a gauge on how their risk tolerance is. And then I've got to do a mathematical and technical one where basically I've got to give them the skills that pays the bills, basically, to say that my advice is worth something. Now, the hard part is the emotional part, because it's easy as hell to show that you're good at what you do, okay? Very easy, incredibly easy. It's getting the client to trust you, okay, that you're not going to run away with their money. That's the hard part. Now, that is the hard part of financial advising, is getting the person to trust you. Like, do you guys trust me, a face on the internet? Yes, no, maybe so. Do you think, your hater just hates me and just wants to watch my videos and hopefully they crash and burn? Are you a person that, actually honestly wants to learn? And stuff like that as well. That's just, that's the sort of things that, you have to deal with, the emotional side, and to different ways to get people to trust you with your money. Okay? Now, this may, think about, hey, going into con artist territory as well, where they try to get you to trust them enough so they can take your money and run. It is kind of the same concept, okay? But, financial advisor has to think of the long term in mind, that you're basically going to be taking them on a journey, and you're going to be working through them all the different stages of their life. Now, we're going to do the first thing that, I always talk about how very, very important it is in financial planning, is essentially cash flow. Okay, cash flow is the most important thing in a business and in your personal finances as well. Now, generally speaking, I don't want to show bank statements or anything like that of myself. because private information, okay? I don't need to know your bank statement and vice versa. A lot of confidential agreements in there. The first thing you want to look at your bank statement, and generally it's when you do your tax return. If you don't do a tax return, do it every year at the end of the financial year when everyone else is doing it. The main reason why is that I go through my bank statements as well. You can detect how much you are spending, and what you can do is you can get a CSV or Excel spreadsheet and literally take it down, and bit by bit you want to go through, hey, here's a deduction. But at the same time, when you're going through, you know, getting your deductions and getting your income, and by the way, you should be going through your bank statements as well to make sure you're not being scammed by anyone else as well. It's just go through the expenditures that you need to have. Let's just say you got a property, you need to pay your rates, you need to pay your water, you need to pay electricity. Those are what you have to do. Can you, if you work from home, can you claim a deduction on any of those? Just check them out. Sometimes it might be better to have an accountant check through it as well, but you should always do it yourself. So you can check the expenditure, hey, do I really need to spend this much here? Or do I really need to spend this much here? Or like, could I get a raise at work because I feel like I'm doing a lot more, or I could get a promotion or look elsewhere? This is all easier said than done. Okay, it will take a while, not a long time, but it will take a long time going through this bit by bit. You need to allocate some time overall to just make sure you go through it. I mean, I found like $500 per, I think it was month of expenditure that was useless to me. And I canceled that, saved $6,000. And that $6,000, everyone talks about this power of compounding shit, okay? You know, about crypto. It works on any other investment as well. You save $6,000, that's a bit of interest that you get. And that $6,000, you could probably put that into, let's just say, a ETF that invests in Australian stocks, and it could grow even more. And then you could do that every year because you save $6,000. Those are the sort of thing. That's why cash flow is very, very important, as I said there. But it also can go the opposite way as well. Like if you lose $6,000 per month, you know, you go into the doldrums. You get what I mean? So that's why cash flow is the #1 importance factor as well. So I think I'll just leave it there because, you know, 7-minute video. Hope you guys learned a bit. Just remember cash flow, check your bank statements, check other areas as well. Always look for a competitive rate on your car insurance, house insurance, and stuff like that as well. Always review what you're doing at the end of the year to see how you're going. Are you losing money? Are you gaining money? Like, you know, you can even do it on a week-to-week basis. Like, you know, set a buffer and just be like, hey, you know, why was I below my buffer here? Oh, that's right, I had to pay rates. Oh, I had to replace my car. Oh, I had to replace my mobile phone and stuff like that as well. And it was also very important to not give up into the FOMO as well. Very, very important, okay? So I'll give you an example, okay? This is my mobile phone. Okay. Can anyone guess when this phone came out? And by the way, thank you for watching for 7 minutes and 7.5 minutes, okay? If you know when this phone came out, tell me, okay? And that's the last time I realized my phone. It's a Samsung 7 Edge, just to give you a bit of spoiler. Just remember, guys, with the phones and a lot of motor vehicles, stuff like that, you don't have to replace them every year. You know, you can, like, if they're durable and stuff like that, if you do good research into them and look after them well, they can last quite a while. And that also saves you a lot of money. If you're not buying a new iPhone every fucking time, you are saving a lot of money by doing so, okay? My new phone's costing about $1,000. Can you imagine if you spent $1,000 a year on phones compared to me spending $1,000 every 6 to 7 years? That's why cash flow is important, guys. And that's why you need to go through a fine-tooth comb, critique your spending and income. I gotta say right now as well, don't be too harsh on yourself if you spend money to enjoy recreation, like watching Netflix and stuff like that, and you do actually use it. That's okay. It means you're getting your money's worth. It's just the ones where you're paying, let's say, $50 a month, and you're not doing anything with it. Like, you're not using it at all. Like, I'm not saying don't, you know, have recreation and enjoy your life. I'm saying just be aware, like, I actually using this recreation. I actually doing the things that, you know, you're paying for. You're getting value out of it, okay? Generally with games and gaming, as I, you know, do as well, generally if you get minimum wage over minimum wage out of it, so let's just say you enjoyed a game for 12 hours or 24 hours, it means that, you know, yeah, it's worth it. You know, it was worth it. It was worth spending $50 on that game to play it. Anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed the first financial fruits, I'm going to call it, with Josh, like, comment, subscribe. If you didn't enjoy it and you want more Lost Ark videos, I'll put in comments below. And also, yeah, guess when my phone came out and guess when I bought my phone. Put that comments in below. See you guys later. Peace out.